finish because I have my cat. Got me a, believe it or not, it's a fitted sheet. And I have got it fitted onto this right here because that quilt's not that big. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my batting down and I'm going to lay it out. Let's see, how far do I have over here? Got room here to lay it, and I don't want to go down no further over here. So alrighty. It really takes two people to do this, but unfortunately most of us only have ourselves. So we have to, okay, that looks good down there. So now we're going to come down here and we're going to kind of lay it out. Now I want you up there. And we're going to do it like this. Put that underneath there. There we go. Okay. Now then, we have this on. And that looks pretty good to me. Now then, let's get the quilt top. And I'm just going to leave the newspaper on it because it's going to be mine and it really doesn't matter. It really does not matter. So, there we go. So now I'm going to find my string and my big needle, and I'm going to trim all this down to where it's easier to manage. Now the next thing we want to do, while we've got all spread out and nothing else going on, we want to look for spots that did not take in the sewing machine and make sure that we fix them. Look at that. I got two of these colors together and I tried my best not to. But you know what? We lose every time when we try. We ought to just let it go, flow the way it should. Alright, now I've got a spot right here that it didn't catch. And it was from the first round. So now I'm going to sew this up because we want to try to get all of them now. So it's easier right now to try to get any and all spots that needs to be done. So I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go over the quilt to make sure that I have got all these right here done. So I'll be back when I get done with this. Okay, my next thing that I want to do is I want to look and go to the middle. 1, 2, 3. So this right here line is the middle. So I want to start putting T-pins in here, all the way down to the bottom. And put T-pins. These right here are T-pins. And I'm going to just go down and put them straight all the way down this way. Okay, and I'm going to take it this way. And then I want to go down this way. And the other way. Halfway. All the way with my T-pins. And I have a reason why I want to do it this way. So whenever I get T-pins all the way halfway, then I want to start putting them into my blocks, my big blocks that I do, and so that what I'm planning on doing is taking this block and doing it one way, this block doing it a different way, and this block doing it this way, and this one a different way. And I want to take the middle, just the middle, and I want to do a like a shaky line down this way, and a shaky line down this way. So that is what's in my mind, but we'll see if it works out that way. So whenever I get done with all these pinnings, then we'll come back and then we'll put in our cording, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I found another spot that needed to be sewed while I am putting them on. So I figured I would let you know that you're still going to find some spot that needs to be sewed and all. But I want you to think about this. As you're going through and you're pinning things, and you think you got every last one of these that needed to be sewed, and all, you find out that you don't. And people will say, oh, she's not no good at sewing at quilting because she doesn't get all of her all of it sewed the right way. Well, I have to say, you got to think, look at it like the Bible. If you don't, you think you have everything right, when really you don't. There's always something that you're going to have to try to fix. So sin, you're always fixing sin. So you're a sinner all the time. Alrighty, I threaded my big needle with my thread, and all I have to do is take it off of this, and I just have a bunch of it rolled together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm just going to start, ouch, pins hurt, and I'm just going to go in the middle of this, but I'm going to go towards more the side so that it'll hold it, so I can have the middle space to work with. And I just take big old chunks and go down with it, grab all 3 layers, and I'll do it, go all the way across with it, like this. Okay, most people do not like the Bible. And the reason why is because they're not being taught the truth of the Bible. If you can understand going like into a courtroom, and you have done something bad, and the judge goes, you are guilty, and you say, yes, I'm guilty. And then you have somebody stand up and say, I will take his debt. That's what Jesus does for the Father. That's what Jesus come down here to do, was take on the sins of the people for the Father God. So, people that talk about who Jesus is, and they give him a bad name and all, they need to look at why Jesus did what he did. Because that is more important. That's like, if you look at all these right here that was in the bag, or in the tub, there were nothing but scraps. Think of your life as nothing but scraps. Then when you come to the Creator God, or Jesus Christ really, Jesus Christ, then He makes something like this, something pretty out of the center. And He is well worth it, especially in nowadays time. Because we are at a time in life where everything is being demonic, Satanist. I mean, look at the cartoons now. They teach your children to lie, to steal, and to laugh about it. Now, there's one cartoon out for kids, and it's Johnny got in a sugar bowl, and they laughed about it, and he lied about it. And that's what they're teaching our children now. So when I get done with the end, I just leave it hanging out, the string hanging out. Now I'm going to go down the middle. So when I get done with that, then we'll come back and take a look at what we need to do next. This is my next move that I want to do. I have 3 round ones. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to chalk around all this right here. So we have one. Then I want to take another one, and I'm going to chalk around it and have them connected. Okay? Then I'm going to come back over here in this corner. Let's see. I want to make sure. Yeah, you can barely see me. So we'll scooch over this way. Alright, and then we're going to come over here in this corner, and we're going to chalk it all the way around. Then we'll come back down here to this one, and it's going to be like 2 side by side, but this one here is a little bit smaller than the other one. And then we're going to chalk it. Okay? And I think we need to put one right here in the middle. So you see what I'm opting to do is just go down and just put a bunch of circles. Because that's what I want. Let's see, we want to go here with a little one. I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but we want to make them look good. Let's see, we want to come up here to this one. Let's see, now I want to go over this way a little bit more. Let's get rid of that one. Don't know if you can see me, but we just wipe off the chalk if we mess up. Because this is our middle line, because we have that line there. So we're going to have something here. No, I'm going too far. Right there. There we go. And we're just going to go around with it. And I think the bigger one, better go with the little one right here. And we're just going to make a circle. And I'm going to do this throughout the whole thing, all the way down to here. I'm not going to do the lining. So, I'll be back when I get that done. On some of the blocks, you cannot see the chalk. So I'm having to go back over it with a pencil to make it dark enough to see it and all. So it'd probably be better to start off with a pencil or something that will wash out. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those expensive pens that I can't afford, and I'm not going to afford them, because to me that's just money that I could be putting somewhere else and all, because I don't pay for hardly any of my sewing stuff and all. But there we go. Now I'm going to get the sewing machine out first, and I'm going to work on this. But first, I need to take and at least try to get some of the, let's see, right in here, you know, some of the spots that we need to be able to sandwich it together, because we don't want to hit our needles. So I'm going to get busy and I'm going to figure that out, and then I'll be back to show you. Here I go. I'm just going to start putting them in wherever I can and going around them the best that I can and filling in holes and so that we'll have it. Now I'm over here, I'm going over on the middle one, and it doesn't really matter as long as I don't get the middle of it, because that's where I'm going to put it. And if I go on my thread, I'm not going to care at all, because all I'll do is just cut it off and keep on going. And this is the way that I'm planning on doing it. So I have my X's here. My X's here. Right here, my X's. Duh, look at it. Then you got your O's, and then I'll put my X's back over here, and then I'll put my O's back over here. So that way they're kind of, you know, and I think it looks pretty good. And my husband was the one to come up with that. So my husband does help me a lot when I need him. He's really good. So that's the way I'm going to do it. And when I do these, I'm just not going to worry about the thread at all, because I'll probably end up catching it anyway. I'll just cut them out and keep on going. So, back to this. We are just going to go wherever we can go with this. So, I'm going to get busy. I'm going to get this done. And then, I'm going to fix my sewing machine. Unfortunately, with the chalk, though, we can only do one at a time, because the chalk comes off too easy and all. So we have to gotta fight with that and all. Oh no, what happened? Okay, here we go. It just don't want to go through. Okay, so I'll be back. Underneath right here, I've started again, and I brought it all the way around this way and through, and I took down this right here, the outside of it, and I took the extra and I brought it up to it to where because we're not gonna put nothing out here yet. This is so we can pull it under, fix our border on it. Now, down here at the end, I'm going to take another string and I'm going to go down this way. And we also are going to start taking out all of our pins in this area, and this area only, because we haven't got the other ones done yet. So we have to do it one part at a time. But we are getting it done, and it's going to be pretty. So, whenever I get that part done, hopefully I'll have my machine up by then and all. But I'm happy with it so far. Okay, we can take these out too. Okay. Alright, let's get quilting on this. So we're going to put our right over here in the corner, and we're going to just do right down this side and then down this side. And then we're going to do all the circles. So, here we go. Okay, I got to get me some alcohol up in here. I can't go nowhere. It won't go. So here we go again. I'm just going to go keep on going down, and I'm not too worried about the going over top. doesn't really matter. Alright. Do some rolling. Okay, now I gotta put a pink pin right here saying don't go no more than that. Because then I go down this way. Now I start going down. If I can get some alcopucky. And now we're going to go through. Down through. And really all this right here does is just hold the pieces together to where it doesn't, like stay together, and so we can't get some of that up in there. Okay, here we go again. Oh boy, this right here is crazy. But we are going to do it. Yeah. Oh boy, I got a bunch of them there. Let's see if I can't pull it through. Okay. Lay this down just as flat as I can. Wish I had a longer neck. Sewing machine neck. Alrighty. Now I don't want to go into the part right here. So, now we got that done. Now I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to clip it off. Oh. So now we have this done. Oh, where's it? There it is. I lost it. So now I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to look for my circles, which are gone because I had some problems. So it looks like I'm going to have to remark that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this out and I'm going to see if I can't find a marker or something I can use to wash off with and redo it. So when I get that done, then I'll be back. Alrighty. I found some washable markers and I redid all the circles, so I am glad about that. So now what we want to do is we want to start, well, first off we got to put it underneath there. And where's my pressure foot so I can lift it up? Oh no. It went into the fiber. Okay. So now I'm going to start over here in this corner right here. Ouch. If I can get it over there without hurting myself. And then I'm going to work my way out. Okay. So we're going to put the pressure foot down and here we go. If I can make it go the way I want to, and it's not. This right here is not that easy to do. I'm going to tell you now, it is not easy to make a circle or anything. If you had more neck room here and a big flatter table to where you have enough to work in it. But like this, it's just not that that easy. So you just have to keep playing with it until you actually can learn to do it. And you don't, it's not actually free motion. Alright, I lost my point. See, you cannot make a whole thing on it. There's no way that you can make a complete circle and it doesn't move like they show you it does. Because I don't know. But you know what? It does not matter as long as it gets quilted like this together. So I'm just going to keep on going, and I'm going to work on it the best I can. And I'll cut these long strings off later. But there is absolutely, see, I'm getting caught right here. And I can't see too good on where my circle is. So the people that has the better sewing machines has got it down pat. So I'm going to finish my circles up. What's sad about this is you picture it one way, but then it comes out something totally different. It's sad that it isn't as easy as they show it. And that's why I'm doing it. So I can show you that what they're showing you is not the same. So I'll show you some more later. Start back on this quilt again. We got these over here all done with the zeros on it. Now on this one, on this other side, we're going to put our stripes on it. So what I'm going to do is from where we have the corner that's down here, I'm going to start marking it off every 5 inches. And I want to do this all the way up. Every 5 inches. Well, let's see if we can do it. Go more if I can. There we go. Every 5. There we go. We got 5 there. Here's 5. There's 15. Going up. Let's see. And then we've got this one. And we just have to go through them and mark them. Oh, run out of space there. Okay, so when I get back, I'm going to be ready to do the free motion quilting on this. And yes, that's what I'm going to do. This time, I'm going to leave the pins in it. And I can take them out as I go through. So, what I'm going to do is start with this one. I'm going to go up to this one. This one. Let me find it. This one up. Alright, and then I'm going to come down this way. And then I'm going to go down this way. Then I'm going to go down this way. And then I'm going to go down this way. And I'm going to do that all the way around it. When I get down here to my middle mark, you see my pink thing there? So I already got this one up. Then I'm going to do this one. And then I'll work my way back. And then that should take care of that. Alrighty, here we go. Pressure foot down. And Then we are going to go. Alright, come to my first pin. I guess I should have got my pins out and was ready. But I wasn't. Alright, go on, go on and go pee. And now I'm coming over here to the next one. And now I'm moving it. Alright, I'm going to work down that one. And I can't get to move. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to do this right here all the way around. And then I'll show you the end product after I get done with this one. And this one right here. You know why you don't never use a fitted sheet? This right here. I've already done started taking it apart. But I'm telling you, I am having such trouble trying to roll this thing up in there to get finished from here down to here. And then I'm going to go down this way, down here to the end, wherever it's at. Right here's the end. And then work my way back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to just start free motioning all the way around and leave it alone and call it, well, what did I call the name of the quilt? Confused. Okay, so we're going to make sure it happens. Okay, this is the video that you've seen before. I'm just re-putting it on, and I'm saying this. I'm stopping right here. I'm going to go at it at a different way. I'm going to be chopping it up and changing it. So, most definitely, this has been taking its name, Confused, and it sure has confused me, because I don't know, something about it, I don't know what it is, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to do some chopping to it, and stay tuned. It's going to be different.